The two North Texas men are out of prison and home with their families after their sentences were commuted by former President Donald Trump. In one of his last actions as president, Donald Trump gave presidential pardons to former advisor Steve Bannon and rapper Lil Wayne. In the list of more than 100, two Texas men's sentences were commuted.
Couldn't believe it. It's been so long to where we're at right now, you know what I mean? And now we're finally here. And it's happening. I can't believe it.
Skylar Scott is reacting to the news of his father being a free man. 58-year-old Farrell Scott is from Dallas. He was convicted in federal court of conspiracy to distribute marijuana in 2008. The third strike law meant his sentence was life without parole. We talked to Scott's attorney, Brittany K. Barnett, as they waited for Scott's release.
He woke up this morning with a life sentence without parole, and he's going to be taking his first steps as a free man in over a decade very soon.
41-year-old James Brian Cruz's federal sentence was also commuted. Cruz has already served 20 years of a 40-year sentence for possession and intent to distribute methamphetamine.
The occupant of the throne of heaven.
Senior pastor of First Baptist Dallas, Dr. Robert Jeffress, was on former President Trump's Faith Advisory Council and advocated for Cruz.
When a request came to me that I contact the White House on James' behalf, I was more than happy to do so.
Jeffress has never met Cruz, but learned of his work leading the Christian prison ministry. Others, like Alice Johnson, advocated on Cruz's behalf as well. Johnson was one of the first to be released after the First Step Act passed.
James and other prisoners, they were guilty, they deserved the time that they were given, but they got grace instead of justice. And that's a great picture of what God does for us.
Jeffress and Barnett say the justice system needs continued reform, but says these actions are a step in the right direction.
The fact that Mr. Scott and thousands of other people are serving life without parole for federal drug offenses, it is both morally and economically irresponsible. And so today, a wrong is being righted.
Dr. Jeffress told me that Cruz was a frequent viewer of First Baptist Dallas while in prison and opened the doors of his church, made an invitation for Cruz to come join them in person.